Ready? Everyone got their drinks?
Another one, Jack.
Everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you.
I'm always ready for you.
That's my wife. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Thank you. Welcome to the 49th Annual Rouses Point Fire Department Awards Banquet.
It is.
A little short this year,
I
but
hear it all the time.
my name is John Rodriguez. For you that don't know me, I'm your MC tonight.
My boss is.
So, it is so good to see everyone's faces without masks on, right? We're finally getting back to almost normal. Still have some COVID outbreaks, but we can get through it, right, everyone? So what do you say we have a good night of laughs and fun and sit down for a nice meal and let's enjoy each other's company, right?
I think we ought to have a toast up.
Yes, a toast. What are we toasting to, Benny? Sorry.
No mask, no mask.
No mask. Toast to no mask, everyone.
No mask.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is soda.
Salute, and I'm drinking water.
Okay, so at this time, I need to point out the emergency exits, which are in the front and the back. In case of an emergency, please, everyone, escort calmly and as quick as you can out the doors, okay? Interior guys, do me a favor. Save the Jameson and Jenny Light for Junior.
Okay.
So afterward, we're good to go. All right. Would everyone please stand at this time for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, now may we please have a moment of silence for all our deceased members and auxiliary members. Okay, now may we please have a special moment of silence for all our servicemen and women who have dedicated their lives in the ultimate sacrifice to defend our freedom. You may be seated. At this point, I would like to introduce the 2021 officers of the fire department. Please hold your applause till everyone has been introduced. Chief Michael LeBlanc, First Assistant Chief Maurice Snide, Second Assistant Chief Sean LeBombard, Captain John Rodriguez, First Lieutenant Jordan Bellotti, Second Lieutenant Billy LeBombard, Captain of Fire Police George Rivers, Lieutenant of Fire Police Vicki Burnell, Captain of Rescue Walt Laramie, First Lieutenant of Rescue Junior Moore, Second Lieutenant of Rescue Julie Kirby, President Gerald Roberts, my favorite president, Vice President Justin Gumlaw, Secretary Dennis Roberts, Treasurer Kevin Shagman, Warden Vicki Burnell, House Committee Don Diso, Ryan Henneberry, and Jen Blair, Executive Committee Jim Seguin, Don Diso, and Bernie Savage, County Delegates Kevin Shagman, George Rivers, Alternate County Delegates Jen Blair, Vicki Burnell, Chaplain Walt Laramie, Assistant Chaplain Dan Letourneau, Corporate Officers Kevin Shagman, Walt Laramie, and George Rivers. Let's give a round of applause. I would like to recognize all the active, honorary, and exempt members here tonight. Please stand and be recognized. We don't have any honorary? Exempt? Now, Walter and Shirley Dubuque. Where are you guys? Raise your hands. I want to give a special applause to this couple for 62 years of marriage, and their anniversary is today.
The only thing he didn't mention.
What did you say? I didn't hear it.
23 grandkids.
23 grandkids. Well, congratulations. 23 grandkids. Now, this is a special part of my speech that I feel should be recognized all the time, this special group. And this special group is the spouses that we have here tonight. Now, these people are our true heroes because they're a rock when we need them. And a lot of times they sit at home, birthday parties, holidays, and they wonder if this was the last time they will see us. The last kiss, the last I love you. So I think it is very important that we make sure and give thanks to our spouses and the people that support us in our fire service. So please, round of applause for everyone. Okay, now this next group I'd like to acknowledge is a very important part of our fire department. They're the ones that are with us on the sidelines, in the cold, the heat, night, day, whenever we need them for refreshments and stuff that we need to keep fighting the fire or whatever emergency scene we have. So that, you know, a really big part of our team. So at this point, I'd like to recognize of our Women's Auxiliary. I'd like to President Cecilia Roberts, Vice President Sally Smith, Secretary Sydney Roberts, Treasurer Kim LePan, and all other members tonight. Can you please stand to be recognized? Thank you, ladies, for all you do. Thank you very much. Big part of our team. Now to introduce the guest for this evening, we have Trustee Joe Rodriguez and his lovely wife, girlfriend? I wasn't sure. Wife. Very good answer. Very good. And we also have Trustee Benny Arnold and Brian Pelkey. And their lovely wives. Sorry, I didn't mean to forget them. They're going to kill me later. Now our distinguished guest, Tom Trombley, Town Supervisor, and Calvin Castnine, County Legislator. Round of applause for them, please. And we are moving right along. At this time, may everyone please rise while Chaplain Walt Laramie gives the invocation.
This will be a combination of invocation and blessing. Brother and sister firefighters, guests, we are gathered here this evening to celebrate another year in our service in the community. We celebrate the fact that we have accomplished this without serious injury. For this we give thanks to the Almighty. We ask His blessing on those fellow firefighters who have not been so fortunate. We further ask His blessing upon those of our fellow brethren who have passed on this previous year. We ask your blessing, O Lord, as we continue in your service, and that you bless this food to our use. Amen.
Thank you, Walt. Thank you. Okay. Now the fun part we've all been waiting for, dinner. Now we're going to call up, starting up top here first, and then we're going to work our way back to the buffet table. Now the first table towards us is chicken. The table in the end is prime rib. Okay? So we'll have, coordinate 2 tables at once? Oh, okay. All right. Well, there you go, everyone. Well, dinner is prepared. We'll talk and gather and enjoy each other's company. How is everyone? Meal good? Yes, everyone full and happy. Everyone full and happy.
Yeah!
Come on, guys, this is a party. Come on, no mask. Let's go. All right, let's get the show back on the road. Okay, now may I please ask Tom Trombley, our town supervisor, and also one of our honorary members, come up and say a few words for us, please.
You want me to get you a drink?
She's working on it.
All right.
First and foremost, I want to thank you for inviting me again. I've missed a few years as an honorary member. And then you asked me to speak, and I was very honored. And I really appreciate it. I feel humbled in a sense because I am sitting in the midst of serious volunteerism here. People that take time out of their day, out of their night, and leave and go help someone in tragedy, maybe save a life, save a house. Even if you save a cellar, you save a neighbor's house. I've been volunteering all my life. I actually started with my brother-in-law, Dewey Gordon, which I'm sure many of you remember. Got me going and helping with you guys to raise money. It got me started in working with community and helping community, and I've been doing it ever since. But I've never gone to a level that all of you here do, ladies and gentlemen. You sacrifice your time in a much greater way than I do by leaving your families to go help. And I commend you. I thank you for your service. The village of Rouses Point is very lucky to have you. The town of Champlain and this community is very lucky to have each and every one of you. So I thank you, and I commend you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now may I please have Calvin Castine, County Legislators, please, and my personal video person. Thank you.
Yes, I follow him around place to place. We didn't know until 24 hours ago that we were going to be here tonight. We originally said we couldn't make it because we were supposed to have a baptism in the family, and unfortunately the baby has got some stomach problems that will pass, but they didn't want to do the baptism today, so I called Gerald and he said, yeah, you can come, but you'll have to eat the leftovers and you can't talk to them. So I've eaten the leftovers, they were very good, and I won't talk too long. I'm looking for something to say today. I dug out some information, and ironically, 133 years ago today, on May 7th, 1889, the Rouses Point Village Board received a petition from concerned citizens to form a hose company. At that time, 18 men were appointed as members of the company. The records of the hose company state that a year later, on April 25th, 1890, the company was actually formed and approved by the village. As fires grew in number and size, the village was petitioned on January 17th, 1894, to form a hook and ladder company. The resolution passed. As the years passed, bad feelings grew between the two companies. I can't imagine a fire breaking out and two separate groups showing up and each thinking that they were in charge. That's apparently the way they did it in the 1800s. But it took them about 10 years to figure it out, and on January 5th, 1904, the village was petitioned to disband the two companies and form the Montgomery Hose Hook and Ladder Company. So that was 118 years ago. We all know that fire departments do far more than just fight fires. In 1908, the village suffered an earthquake, and in 1934, a cyclone ripped through the village, reportedly uprooting trees 4 or 5 feet in diameter and 80 feet tall throughout the village. The Rouses Point Fire Department became motorized 95 years ago, in 1927, with the purchase of a Dodge hose wagon. I've been told that George Rivers was the first one to drive it. I'm not sure of that.
I I didn't tell him that, George, I swear.
I'm sure Lauren would know because he was probably there, right, Lauren? Came across from St. Paul and he witnessed that. On September 2nd, 1952, 70 years ago, the department first formed the first rescue squad, and the ambulance was purchased by American Legion Post 912 and donated to the village. On January 27th, 1958, the Ladies Auxiliary was formed, and as we all know, 64 years later, they're still going strong. Now, on a personal note, in addition to sharing any new videos that we may have just recorded, every day I try to share on Facebook a video from our library of videos that date back to 1983. This morning I dug out one from almost exactly 20 years ago, May 4th, 2002. It was the Rouses Point Fire Department Banquet honoring Red Wildcat. In addition to Red, there were many others present who are irreplaceable. Names like Leo Letourneau, George Cookman, Bruce Seguin, Dewey Gordon, and many more. 20 years from now, when all of us here, we all gathered again, most of you at least, there might be one or two of us present tonight that might not be here. And every one of them is also irreplaceable. Early in my high school days, we had a new president move into the White House, a guy named John F. Kennedy. In his inauguration speech, he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but rather what you can do for your country." Each one of you here tonight has demonstrated that you support that premise. By becoming firefighters and auxiliary members, you have demonstrated that you want to do what's good for your country and community. Unfortunately, for too many in today's society, far too many in today's society, are not asking what they can do to make our country and communities better. They feel they are entitled and want to know what the country and communities can do for them. Every volunteer organization is suffering for a lack of membership. Fire departments once had waiting lists because they had all the members they could handle. Now every one of them is struggling to come up with adequate numbers. Hopefully we can find a way to turn this situation around. But in the meantime, I want to thank each and every one of you for what you have done and continue to do. So I say thank you, and we'll see you on the 22nd at the breakfast. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now comes the fun part. This is my favorite part of the banquet. This is the special awards we like to give out to certain members that have really shined for the year, really stand out. So let's see here. Shaggy, you want to come help me with this? Come on, it's our favorite awards. Yes. Yeah, Shaggy. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Okay, I'll keep track.
All right, so, well, as you all know, some of you know me, I'm very big on trying to make things better if, something goes wrong, like, maybe missing the fact that the door might be halfway closed.
Yeah.
So, the one person that was going to be here tonight was not here, so I'm going to give it to the other person that was helping him, apparently backed the ladder truck in and did not notice the door was partially down. So, because like I said, I like to help out our fire department, for Walt and Mo, I have these special glasses that will help them. When they put them on, it says, "Check door." So, what I'm going to do is, who's going to see Mo? All right, you are in charge of giving these to Mo. And Walt, I'm coming to give you yours. Just in case. Where's Mo? Oh, you were looking at this? There you go, check door. Okay. Now, that was, I like that one. That was good. That was good.
That was a good one, yes.
Now, okay. Now, you weren't with us on this one, and I'm probably going to get him in a whole lot of trouble tonight. So, we do Fire Prevention Week during October at the school. Okay, right? And who was there? Who was there? Raise your hands. Who was at the school? We did. Okay, Ryan, Sean. Who else was there at the school? Adam, were you there? Yeah. I didn't notice if he was there or not, because I don't know about you, Brian, but when we were standing there talking to the kids, and then once the kids went back in, where did Adam go? Well, I'm going to use you as an example.
Okay.
Okay? So here's we'll say you're my son's guidance counselor, right? She was a very lovely lady.
Oh.
And here's Adam.
Hey, I'm a volunteer firefighter. You know, I'm a milk inspector too, or not a milk inspector. What? Milk inspector equipment checker.
Oh.
Yes. So, and he kept rolling with one-liners and kept asking, "Do you have any single friends and stuff?" So, I figure, seeing no Adam is such a pimp daddy,
Oh, yeah.
he's got to have pimp daddy material,
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
He's got to have bling. And he's got to have the glasses.
Big.
Adam, come on up.
Adam, come up here.
I got your Pimp Daddy starter kit. Come on.
Pimp Daddy sunglasses. Okay, and then we got Pimp Daddy bling. And guess what we also got? P for Pimp Daddy. There you go. And you're even wearing it. Here you go, buddy. Don't, I would wear those nowadays. So you don't.
Okay. Now, I don't care what anybody says. Shannon, you are a part of this department, and we thank you for everything you did. Now, Shannon has always helped me on my trainings. Now, when she helps me with my trainings, she always seems to find where I stash my pens. And she steals my pens every time. Every time she steals my pens. So, now, Shannon, would you please come up?
No.
Yes, no, please come up. Please come up, because you're going to love this. Okay? So, I bought you...
No, you bought me with your pants.
I bought you a set of pens, okay?
Wait,
And if you notice, there's two missing. Okay? That's the thief tax, okay? Of stealing my pens. Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. And that's for yesterday! I was waiting for that one. All right, now we only have one more joke word left, and I waited for this one. Like, I really tried to think about it. What can I do
Yeah.
to make fun of me a little bit
Where is he?
and make fun of this person?
Oh, there.
Because I'll be honest with you, I've driven this person crazy every day for one whole year. Completely drove him nuts, calling him, and you could just tell by his voice he just wanted to reach through the phone and choke me. And I'm very worried about him, and I want him to have a stress relief, something to get his stress out when he's angry with me. Gerald, would you like to come up and stand right here, please? I have something special for you. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Because there's a lot of guys that stress out and they're gonna want one after this. So stand, turn that way. Special gift. This is to help relieve your stress. So, whenever you get mad at home, okay, I got a weeble wobble and it doesn't knock down, but I put my picture right there. So that way there, look, when you get really mad at me, you can just go, "Kta!" Yeah, there, see? You feel better now. There you go. You feel better, less stress.
I don't answer your taxes.
Yeah, I
We know.
All right, so that concludes. Yeah, that's yours. You can take that home. And I have several pictures to replace it.
That he does.
Now they're going to order, like everyone that's mad at me is going to order one.
Put
Yeah,
your
I'm
picture
going to
on.
have to. Oh, sorry. Now you want one. Okay, that concludes our fun joke awards. Now we're going to get to the real awards. Let's go with the business awards, which will be given by Gerald. Can you please come up and give your business award? You love that. You know you do. Yeah. Just don't go down in the middle of the night for milk and go, gee. Make sure you put it in the corner somewhere.
It's nice that it's life size too.
Yeah, it's the same size as me too.
This year, we chosen Ace Hardware manager, Todd. Mike, help me if I get his name wrong. Andrew? Anyway, we approached Ace Hardware and we're get some lights for the trucks.
To do the Christmas parade lights on the trucks to go around for the kids. Well, this gentleman, Todd at Ace Hardware, stepped up to the plate and he donated, I don't even remember how many packages of LED lights for all the Christmas lights to go on all our fire trucks. It didn't cost us a penny. So he is the Person of the Year award for the business for this year for us.
Todd wasn't able to come in tonight. He had prior arrangements, and I'm going to see if I can get him to this meeting for Monday night. We'll give him this plaque. Okay.
Congratulations. And now this is not a joke, this is a serious question because this guy worked really hard. Mike, how many lights were there? Because you worked really hard intertwining them.
Whoa.
Shannon helped me do that.
Okay. Shannon,
She actually did.
the only thing is, I only saw Mike, I'm going to be honest with you, I only saw Mike putting the lights together. So how many lights were there, guys?
I need more pens then.
There was 5,000 on that truck.
5,005.
And they took their time and interweaved red and white. So, great job on that. Okay, now we're going to have the President's Award. Gerald, you want to come back up, please? I am trying to keep you in shape. You need to survive another 5 years with me. I even got your stress relief thing.
Vanessa, I have no clue on how you put up with it.
It's called selective hearing.
I'll go.
Here, I'll get out of the way.
As most of you know, I'm not real good at speeches, but this year we decided for the President's Award in recognition of dedication to Montgomery Hose, Hook, and Ladder Company #1. We present this to Don Deso for everything that he's been doing, all of the events, everything that he has put forward, all the work, all the donations he's gotten us. He's just really put everything forward, and hopefully Gerald will be able to take care of this on Monday when Don's there. And that's all I got.
Okay.
Just to touch base, what Don's been doing for us for the past couple months. He's heading the breakfast. He's heading the new gazebo that we're going to be building behind the station. He has gone out and raised probably close to over $3,000 in cash. He's got a company down in Plattsburgh. I think it's
Steel Trust.
okay. That's donating all the truss for our new building for free. We got another hardware store that may be donating all the tin for free. So he's been going around to a lot of businesses and collecting a lot of money and collecting a lot of promises. We even got some promises from other people that come to me in a little while, tell me what you got, and they're gonna match it. So we're gonna be building a nice building back there for our chicken barbecue with a gazebo underneath it. Probably 20 by 40, where people can sit underneath and picnic tables and everything. That's gonna be the start of the 2 lots that we bought behind our fire station that we purchased last year. So I wanna thank Donnie again.
Years of Service Awards. Can I have Daryl Robertson? Buddy?
That's good exercise.
Well, I don't know why you sat down. You told me you're giving all 3 awards. Okay, I'm out of here. You kick that, kick that. You gotta go. Good job.
5 years of service, Kevin Butler. Thank you. Thank you. 5 years of service, Julie Kirby.
Thank you.
Seems like yesterday, right?
Doesn't it?
I know.
And 5 years of service, Josh Babby. He was unable to be here tonight. Ten years of service, Jeremy Ashline. 10 years of service, Scott Post. 10 years of service, Jeffrey Guerin. 10 long years of service, John Rodriguez.
Buddy? And 10 more. My boy.
15 years of service, Jen Blair Butler.
Yes, sir.
15 years of service, Patricia Burkett. 25 years of service, John Mott. 'Rouses Point Fire Department recognizes John Mott for his 25 years of outstanding service and dedication.
Yeah, we'll bring that to him.
"25 years of service, Junior Moore.
25
Point Fire Department recognizes Junior Moore for your 25 years of outstanding and dedicated service. Here, get here.
Junior.
Okay, that's it for the years of service. You gonna take the floor again, or what?
Yes, sir. I can do that. See how quick I can walk up? Don't worry, you can sit back down. It's good.
Okay, and now, may I please call up Mike Julian Jr. to give out the EMS Award, or 1, 2, 3, all three? Anyone you guys want, paper, rock, scissors. But-
Being a member of a volunteer fire department is a rewarding and yet can be thankless. We would like to acknowledge the efforts of this individual who not only works full-time, takes care of their family, but is also a committed member of our department. This individual has given much of their personal time to drive the ambulance and is committed to assisting members on several calls. Always being in good spirits and is a wonderful camaraderie with members and community alike. We are proud to announce Victoria Brunel as EMS recipient.
All right, Vicky!
Congratulations. Okay, now our next award is Firefighter of the Year. Justin, you're the only one.
Would you like help up there, Justin, or you got it? I'm good, I got it.
You good? You got it?
Yeah, I'll try.
I know. Just be like me. Get drunk first.
Oh, good golly.
I'm kidding.
You don't want that. As I said before, I'm horrible at speeches. But as far as this is probably one of the highest awards that I've ever received. And the person I'm giving this to deserves it probably more than anybody I know. This person has been a brother to me. He's taught me. He's been there when I've needed him. He's been on every call that if we've lost somebody, he calls and checks on us. Every single one of us. He's trying to teach every single one of us every single day. I can't say much more about the fact that he's more than a brother. He's pretty much my best friend. This year's Rouses Point Fire Department Firefighter of the Year is John Rodriguez. Now I know you guys can give a speech. You know you can give a speech.
I know this is going to be hard for a lot of you that have known me for years, but I'm speechless. And for those of you that really do know me, I thank you. This is a great honor. But I have to say, it's not just me, it's all of you. It's every one of us. It's my mentors, and I'm trying to follow in the footsteps of what they showed me to do. And again, thank you so much. And I am very, very happy and proud to be a part of this fire department. So thank you to you guys. Thank you very much. Now hang on, I gotta go back. Where was I? Okay. Now we're coming close to the close of our banquet. I would like to take time to say thank you to Courtney and staff. I know you can hear us. Benny, you want to grab her? Wait a minute, wait. You want to just get her attention, please? Sorry. Thank you, Betty. That was tactful. They sent the right man to the job.
All right. Woo!
Not all of us, but
Well,
the other side.
thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. I also would like to say thank you to Gerald and Shaggy and Dennis. And wow, you hear that, Dennis?
What?
Never mind. Okay, I forgot he was here too. But thank you guys very much for taking the initiative and making sure that we had a very nice awards banquet. Thank you very much, guys. And Walt, you already knew. You could tell. You were prepared. Can I have you come up? Give the benediction. What did I do? Yeah, keep hitting that. That's what I got it for. I like it. He's hitting a life-size version of me.
As we close tonight's activities, let us ask God's blessing. Let us be safe in our endeavors. We also ask your blessing, O Lord, upon our brothers and sister firefighters worldwide, especially the brave firefighters in the Ukraine and the firefighters from around the world who are assisting them. Amen.
Okay, now that concludes our banquet for this evening. Thank you to our guests. Thank you everyone for attending. And before I say goodnight, let's give a round of applause for the mothers in here tonight for Mother's Day tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day, mothers. Now may St. Florence watch after us all, and I hope to see everyone here again next year. Have a good night. Drive safe.
Don.
Yes, sir.
Centerpiece.
Centerpieces.
Yes. One is going to Mr. and Mrs. Dubuque.
I thought we were doing a boxing match for him. No? Okay. No. What would you like to do? Benny, you want to come up after and just... What would you like to do? It's actually up to the executive board. It's the chairman. I'm just the MC. I'm just the guy that talks. Because I'm good at it. Okay, now if, like I said, that concludes our banquet. Thank you, good night. But I can stay up here and do a little comedy if you'd like. I always want to be a stand-up comic. See, I'm not that funny. That's why I'm a construction worker. Sniffer.
Call it a night. Let's have a beer.
I miss Matt.